Hey everybody, it's Star Andrew Strong, HG activist, and I want to talk to you today on my HG inspirational message of the day about judging. Okay, only one that has truly gone through HG can understand what HG feels like. But you have to remember that each of us suffer differently. Not one HG pregnancy is the same. So you need to bear that in mind, some of you, before you start judging other moms. And I see it all the time in the HG community. Yes, this is my medicine, Zofran and Benadryl. So if you're going to judge me for trying to help myself not puking, you should just leave this video right now. And that's not even really getting to the bottom of it. I see moms judging other moms for using cannabis, when cannabis helps cancer. But why can't it help Hyperemesis Gravidarum? You know, there's such a freaking stigma and taboo talking about cannabis. Cannabis is a beautiful, beautiful thing. No side effects, and it really gives moms their lives back. Now, every pregnancy is different, and what works for you may not work for somebody else. But in my HG inspirational message of the day today, do not judge what a mom uses to control her symptoms. Seriously. I honestly can't stand when I see people berating moms for using cannabis. Whether you use cannabis, whether you're using IV Zofran, see, that's a vial of Zofran. Are you going to judge me for using Zofran in the aftermath? Even during pregnancy, I'm not currently pregnant, and I will never be again. Praise the Lord, I had a hysterectomy. But I suffer in the aftermath, and so does my daughter. You know, today we got a diagnosis of a mood disorder that I don't know. I can't think of the name offhand, but it's pretty much like bipolar. My 6-year-old daughter, I never thought that. My biggest fear actually was having a daughter with health issues or disabilities. But I never thought about having a child with mental illness. And it's just been a really hard day today. And then I've came across some posts of moms judging other moms for using cannabis. Do not judge a mom that uses cannabis. Do not judge a mom that uses Zofran. Do not judge a mom that doesn't want to use anything at all. It angers me when I see moms berate moms for doing what they gotta do to stop the symptoms. I vomited 100 times a day, minimum. There'd be times that I would vomit 98 hours straight, 120 hours straight. Do you know how many days that is? That's a lot. And nothing helped. Nothing. If smoking marijuana helped, I would have did it in a heartbeat. I would have did it in a heartbeat, and I would have did it in the hospital, wherever I had to do it. You know, unfortunately, I didn't get to solely use cannabis in my pregnancy. You know, I was pretty much forced to be on Zofran and Fen for myself with Kaiser. Kaiser, you know, they don't take care of their moms. I was treated horribly. You're doing this to yourself because you don't want your baby, and you know, you're bulimic, and you know, I lost 80 pounds, and all my teeth rotted from hyperemesis. And I would have done anything to stop the pain, the nausea, the vomiting. So in this inspirational message of the day is, do not judge what somebody uses to stop their vomiting. If I was pregnant right now. Praise the Lord, I can never get pregnant again. And I was using cannabis, I would actually at least speak out about it and say how it helps. It helps people with cancer. Why can't it help hyperemesis? You know, I suffer in the aftermath with CVS, cyclic vomiting syndrome. It is very similar to hyperemesis. There's actually a connection between the two. HG and CVS are related by a DNA mutation called the RYR2 factor. Now, much more research is needed, but the HER Foundation has been able to come up with the research at UCLA and USC about this gene mutation. Like, this is huge for CVS sufferers and HG sufferers, because the top 3 things: you have CVS prior to pregnancy, get pregnant, get Hyperemesis gravidarum. Number 2, you get pregnant, get HG, and then you end up with CVS in the aftermath. Or number 3, you have HG and then you have a child born with CVS. These top 3 things happen a lot more than people realize. Moms get gastroparesis too. Very, very common after an HG pregnancy. And I was going to make this post tomorrow, but I'd like to mention it on here. You know, I'm actually doing some research, and if you are interested in this is for currently that moms that are pregnant or moms that are going to be trying to conceive. I am doing my own research through Hyperemesis Gravidarum before, during, and the aftermath. This research I will share, of course, with the HER Foundation, with Aiden Ray, and, you know, Pregnancy Sickness Support, or any other foundations that think this will be helpful into helping moms. There is what they call a METO. A METO is basically mitochondrial dysfunction cocktail that, in my research and talking with a few doctors that have dealt with HG hardcore, and researchers, and, you know, a few other doctors, that the METO cocktail of L-carotene and Q10 can help Hyperemesis gravidarum. Like, this is actually pretty huge information. And I've had a few moms actually do this, you know, to back, you know, just some research for my book. And I actually had a mom reach out to me about 2 weeks ago, I believe. And she said that, why is nobody talking about this? I noticed that you Google Hyperemesis gravidarum and you're an advocate, you're activist, you pop up everywhere. You know, why aren't you speaking out about this? And I actually told her, well, I've been doing research. I usually don't like to speak out about anything until I have stuff to back it. I just don't want to be talking out of my ass. You know, I like to have either, you know, just stuff to back it. Surveys, mom's answers, studies, whatever I can possibly do in my own time, my own research that I can do in my own resources, I do. And I've had about 10 hyperemesis moms that tried L-carotene and Q10. Now, not cheap vitamins, high quality vitamins. And it helped diminish a lot of their symptoms. And the one mom that actually just recently reached out to me, God bless her, I can't remember her name at the moment, she said she had 3 severe HG pregnancies. And then after she got diagnosed with cyclic vomiting syndrome. So she was on the mitochondrial dysfunction cocktail. We call it METO cocktail for short. And when she got pregnant this 4th time, guess what? No hyperemesis. And she's doing good. And she's still on the cocktail, but no HG. After 3 HG pregnancies, each one more severe than the next. She's currently on the Mito cocktail and not having no symptoms. Not even morning sickness. I can't stand morning sickness. I really can't, because people think HG and morning sickness are one and the same. They are not one and the same. So my end of my message today is, don't judge what another mother uses to help with their symptoms during HG or in the aftermath of HG, but especially during HG. So if your medication that helps you stay alive is cannabis, use it. If it's Zofran, use it. If it's Benadryl, anything that helps you relieve your symptoms, use it. So my inspirational message of the day is, don't judge the storm that somebody's going through when you have no clue whatsoever how they're feeling. If somebody wants to use cannabis for Hyperemesis Gravidarum, let them. I'm so sick and tired of this subject being so freaking taboo, and everybody has to tiptoe around it. You shouldn't have to tiptoe about something that's life-saving. So please, do not judge any mothers for whatever their drug of choice is to help with the symptoms. Whether it's cannabis, whether it's Zofran, whether it's Finnegan, whether it's gabapentin, whether it's freaking, they want to use C-bands even though I can't stand them. Yeah, hey C-band lady, I know we've talked before, and I told you they didn't work for me. There's a C-band lady, she has her page, and I had to give her a little education lesson on Hyperemesis Gravidarum. Whatever you use to help your symptoms, don't bash somebody else because they're using cannabis. I'm just sick of it. I'm so sick of it today. So do not judge moms that use cannabis for Hyperemesis Gravidarum. If that's what they want to use in order to modify their symptoms to have quality of life and to be able to function, let them do it. Don't put an angry face by them. Don't put a pissed off face. Don't make a rude comment. It's like, I don't get it. Don't judge somebody. Don't judge. If somebody wants to say, hey, I used to smoke cannabis before I went to this to be able to function, to have quality of life, let them say it. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Period. I'm going to finish giving myself my medication before I start to puke again and get this HG inspirational message out of the day. This is Star Andrew Strong, HG activist from Hyperemesis Gravidarum, before, during, the aftermath. So whether your drug of choice to help you fight to stay alive, because remember, this isn't morning sickness. This is Hyperemesis Gravidarum, a life-threatening pregnancy condition that can kill you and your child. So whether it's Zofran, whether it's cannabis, whatever it is, don't judge. Take care, everybody. I will post my tomorrow inspirational message of the day.